wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said when he was growing up, he was never a big leaper or a dunker. Truth be told, he said, I wasn't even considered a top guard in my recruiting class. But I worked relentlessly and played with a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to be considered among the great players. I wanted to belong. Kevin, he certainly belongs with the Hawks right now.
Thanks, DA. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Hawks. So far, they've got the fourth best record in the conference.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
But there are still some very strong teams above them. So, yes, they are contenders, but I wouldn't call them favorites just yet.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovic out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the center. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Young against Morant. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
Constantly competing. Morant is a terrific rebounder for his position and also a terrific finisher.
Collins against Jackson. Shot by Collins, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively. Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovic. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
And Bogdanovic coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings and not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
First one falls for him.
And the all-around game of Bogdanovic is so impressive. I mean, it's easy to see why so many teams and so many people are high on this guy.
And so Bogdanovic nails both of them. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Shot by Collins, no good.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Young, following the basket by Ja Morant. To the middle, it's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's the break. Brooks with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Here's Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
That's good from Capella.
I just love the production Capella gives this team. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. He's their defensive anchor. He finishes off with oops, and he can make nice passes out the pick and roll.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Morant against Young. With the teardrop, count it. Morant's got 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Bogdanovic inside. Brooks covering. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the line for him here.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
First free throw is good. Jackson hits both of them. The Hawks trail by 7. Outside Collins. Outside Bogdanovic. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. He's off on that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
Well, you know, the ball movement was lacking. You know, things got stagnant. That's why their offense looked so off.
Here's Brooks after Clint Capella's bucket. From past the arc, they get the rebound. Winslow, he can't get that one.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard. Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. Well, you look at Brooks, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. Now, here is Young. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it out to Collins. And the 3-ball is good.
An improving three-point shooter. Collins understands the role of today's big man.
Lets it fly from 18. Here's Valanciunas. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Outside, Bogdanovic. Hunter kicks to Bogdanovic. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Justice Winslow.
I mean, really, Capella is a handful for the defense. I mean, at times you got to foul him.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from Capella. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Memphis leading by 5. Brooks from outside. Here's Morant. Rebound by the Hawks.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Now here's Morant. 26 points for him last game against Utah.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, it shows you how much pressure he put on the defense. I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Hunter, the pass to Collins. Nice D from Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to the Jazz in Utah. Here's Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Grizzlies have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
That one is off. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella, and Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Bogdanovic. He hits the second from the line. The Hawks trail by 4. Huerter passes to Collins. All alone. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks feeling it out a bit. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Morant outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 4. It's Young on the wing. Hits the 3-point bomb.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Brooks outside. Passes to Morant. 6 on the shot clock.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
No one near him. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Valanciunas. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Oh, this is the grit and grind Valanciunas gives you. I mean, someone that isn't going to give into the defense.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Allen comes in for Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Allen in the post. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Rondo passes to Gallinari. Here's Herter. Pass to Rondo. Out to the right wing. Here's Reddish. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Memphis is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Clark. And Anderson kicks to Clark over Gallinari. Rajon Rondo with the rebound. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. And Herter gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Allen surveying the D. The shot off that time, and Atlanta will go the other way with it. Always going up for the alley-oop here. They now take the lead.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo.
Now here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Feeds it to Clark. It's blocked.
Got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Let's go. Rondo, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Jones kicks to Allen. The pass to Clark. Trying to get open is Jang.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Memphis trailing here. Down low. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Clark.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now Jones. Pass to Jang. Latrey buries the long-range jumper. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the 3 as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the three-point line.
Here's Gallinari. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Consistent at looking to score. Gallinari knows how to put pressure on defenders and earn that call.
The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
No good on the free throw.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
De'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And a change for the Hawks. Dunn, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And he's good on the second. There's 37 seconds left in the first. Here's Melton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Memphis, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And the first one drops.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
And he makes both free throws. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gallinari with it. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Lakers. Just 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Jones. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Dunn is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Reddish. And it's Capella in at the 5, patrolling the paint. The Hawks have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And he makes the first. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you Agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Jones, no luck. The Hawks leading. And it's Bogdanovic in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Bogdanovic has got 5 points so far.
It's evident that Bogdanovic wants to take the next step in the game. I mean, these shots are proof of it.
Winslow against Gallinari.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he's just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Now, here's Dunn. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Another three for Atlanta.
The three-point shot is wet. Bogdanovic looking calm, cool, and collective whenever he pulls up from there.
Dunn against Jones. Passes it to Jang. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Reddish. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Melton. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bogdanovic, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 8. And Capella sends it back.
And you can't throw up weak stuff around Capella. He takes pride in sending shots back.
The Hawks again can't hit.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Out to the right wing. Dunn outside. The dish to Capella. Back to Dunn. 4 on the shot clock. Tries again. And Capella with the layup. Capella's got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Only surprise is that the margin wasn't greater. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. Brooks checked in for Melton. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Then for the Hawks, Collins checked in for Gallinari. Deandre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Chris Dunn. Now here's Bogdanovic. 8 points for him, but they recover it. A second chance effort. Shots good from Young. And now it's a 12-point Hawks lead.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Bogdanovic against Brooks. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Valanciunas, good.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Hawks.
Young passes to Collins. He kicks to Bogdanovic. And no good. Nice D from Brooks. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Valanciunas passes to Morant. Valanciunas inside. He's covered by Bogdanovic.
Oh, you see how focused Valanciunas is? When he's got this positioning, he's determined to score. And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
And even though Valanciunas has added the three ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Well, yeah, Jay. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. There's no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Brooks misses.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
They get it again. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Tremendous speed in the open floor. Very few bigs can keep up with Capella.
Morant against Young. And it's the Hawks ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Hunter, no one around him. And the dunk by Capella. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Winslow with it. He's picked up by Collins. Clock at 6. Winslow dishes to Valanciunas. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Grayson Allen's checked in for Justice Winslow. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Atlanta. Valanciunas hits them both. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Three-pointer, Brooks. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Jackson against Capella. They grab their own miss. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks leading by 17. Pass to Herter. And finish off by Collins.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road. Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Here's Hunter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when Hunter attacks like that, it really puts the defense in a tough spot. Love it when he takes the initiative.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
And the first one at the line is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Clark's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Deandre Hunter.
And checking out the numbers for Young. Great showing for him last season. 2nd in assists. And as one of the NBA's top 5 scorers, you also can't forget what an outstanding year he had offensively.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists, his court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. Now here's Morant. He's got 9.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Young, with no one around, finds himself wide open and drills it.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Jackson. His last outing, he had 8 points.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Now here's Allen. And the pass to Brooks to stop the drought. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Anderson, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Well, always interesting to check out the first-year stars of the NBA, and on that list are the rookies who have been almost automatic from the field this past month. Onyeka Okongwu, number 1.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
Now here's Allen. Anderson finds Allen. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Gorgie Dang's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Allen drops them both. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Rebound by Jang. Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And finished off by Morant.
Well, you see the burst. Morant, very hard to catch once he gains his step.
Atlanta leading by 22.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
Anderson passes to Jang. Inside, here's Clark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. De'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Grayson Allen. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Atlanta also making some changes here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. 1:29 left in the first half. Pass to Okongwu. And here's Gallinari outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Gallinari's got 8.
Set him up, knock him down. Gallinari's a rhythm shooter, looking good on that one.
Anderson outside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
Deandre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. There's a minute left now here in the second. Atlanta leading by 21. Passes it to Okongwu. Rondo against Jones. Rondo, no good. Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Jang, the pass to Melton. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Hunter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Rondo. Now, here's Hunter, guarded closely. Dunn looking over the floor. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
The thing I've noticed more than anything is how well they spread the floor at the offensive end. Their spacing has been fantastic, and the end result has been a lot of good looks from three-point land. And now they've established themselves from long range, and the defense has to adapt. They're in really solid position right now.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Grizzlies' first half?
Well, there wasn't much flow in that offense, that's for sure. Guys are forcing shots, not using their teammates. Look, if they're going to make any noise in the second half, they need to shoot the ball better. And it starts with ball movement and shot selection.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Here's Brooks. He doesn't hit that one. Ready by Bogdanovic.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And for Memphis, they're shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Pass to Winslow. Jackson dishes to Valanciunas. Kicks it to Brooks. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And Brooks isn't just a fighter. Someone that isn't going to give in to the defense.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
And that one misses.
Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
There's the pass to Winslow. The Hawks leading by 23. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market, with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can... Oh!
No.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
No.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities. And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. The three from Morant connects from three-point range. Morant's got 14 points.
Right there, Morant showing his ability to work off the ball. I mean, he found some space and knocked down the shot.
And here's Young from the arc. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant with a wide-open look. And the Grizzlies tack on two more.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Collins kicks to Young. Back to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hunter. Here's Bogdanovic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Justice Winslow.
And nothing deters Bogdanovic. He enjoys going inside and forcing the D to make a move on him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one at the line is good. And so Bogdanovic nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Brooks outside.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He's played with a doggedness and determination. That's how you end up with double-digit boards.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Nailed from three-point land. Morant's got 8 here in the quarter.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is the second of this half, third overall.
Bogdanovic against Jackson. Bogdanovic, no luck.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
There's Winslow. Atlanta with the rebound. Hunter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brooks against Bogdanovic. The Grizzlies pull it in. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Offensive rebound, Valanciunas, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum. and the Portland Trail Blazers. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in. That one misses. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. They lead by 14. Pass to Herter. He kicks it to Hunter. 13 feet away. Here's Capella. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
You got to push Capella out of the paint. When you don't, you almost have to foul him.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They trail by 16. Morant scanning the floor. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Scooped up. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 17 now.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they struggle as a whole.
Outside Collins. Here's Herter. 9 points in the game so far. Just 4 to shoot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 11 points in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Over Collins. Jackson misses.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
First free throw is good. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Winslow. And Jones subbed in for Dylan Brooks. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Deandre Hunter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. And so Collins nails both of them. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Morant outside. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And Morant's got a great understanding of the game. He can play D like a fiddle in the pick and roll set.
Rondo against Morant. To the paint. Here's Collins. Some solid defense from Clark. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Morant against Rondo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
And the Hawks making a change here. Dunn's checked in. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
And stolen by Jang. One-on-one fast break. Morant's got space. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Good on the bucket. Morant's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Here's Gallinari. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. First one falls for him. Good on both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Jones finds Anderson. Now Jang. It's tipped. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Morant.
The combination of speed and power Dunn possesses is impressive. I mean, sometimes the D doesn't know how to guard him.
And he makes the first. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position. And at this point, you got to feel like you have a good idea of who Chris Dunn is as a player. A very solid option to bring in off the bench.
Yeah, Jay, he's a great facilitator, and he looks to pass first. A plus defender as well. But to be a starter, you need to be a threat to score at the PG position, and that's just not done.
On defense, the Hawks. 15-point game. Now Jang, just 5 to shoot. Pass to Anderson. Off target from outside. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, here's Okongwu. Jang defending. Clark against Gallinari. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Jang. Jones against Rondo. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. Clark can't connect from short range.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but this off night has definitely been one factor here.
Herter passes to Gallinari. It's good from the top of the key. Gallinari's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Off the catch, nice balance, nice rhythm. Gallinari with a good-looking shot.
Jang with the ball. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Clark against Dunn. Outside for Rondo. From downtown. Here's Herter. 11 points in the game. The pass to Okongwu. Goes back up. And Jones pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's stolen by Rondo. The shot comes out, and Memphis the other way now.
He'll be happy that they're in front, but he knows better than anyone else that he's still without a bucket, and he won't be happy with it.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jang. And it's Justin Winslow in for Tyus Jones. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. There's Winslow. 1:43 left in the third quarter. And it goes down 2 points. Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Anderson against Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Atlanta gets it back. And it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 15.
The anticipation of Capella has a firm understanding. If you want to go for these putback jams.
Here's Morant. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 6th rebound on the night. Dunn misses. Memphis is going to less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And that one's good. Morant.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now the feed to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Gallinari missing. The Grizzlies trail by 14. There's Winslow. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Dunn picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Now, here's Capella. Can't connect. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Okongwu. Young is out there with Bogdanovic. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward. Lots of room. Offensive rebound. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Morant outside. Brooks from outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
There you go. His first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
Bogdanovic finds Young. And here is Capella. Pass to Okongwu. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Morant. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Over to the left wing. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The kick out to Young. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside, Bogdanovic. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Morant against Bogdanovic. Tries from 16. Rebounded by the Hawks. Bogdanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Young outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Now here's Morant for 3. Cans it from downtown. Morant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Grizzlies. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Collins checked in for Atlanta. Hunter comes in for Gallinari. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. A nice shot by Young.
And they continue to control the glass.
Young against Morant. And they double up Morant. On the wing, Jackson. And yes, it's good.
And what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
Young passes to Bogdanovic. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Passes it to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Young passes to Hunter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Morant.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
The free throw drops for Hunter. No good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant bats for 2. Trae Young grabs the miss. Young's got his 5th rebound in this one. Capella kicks to Young. Now here's Hunter, covered by Winslow. Pass to Bogdanovic for 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
First one falls for him. Valanciunas hits them both. Atlanta leading by 6. The pass to Young. And he banks in the layup. 13 points for Trae Young.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Here's Morant. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. First free throw is good.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Grizzlies trail by 7. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy, and he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. The Hawks leading by 6. Bogdanovic wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night. Morant against Young. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. They get it back. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And he knocks down the first one. Valanciunas hits them both. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They lead by 7. To the inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And every year, Capella seems to up his scoring. Looking hungry. He wants to shoulder more of the offensive load.
Now Brooks. Right at the free throw line. They get it back.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Morant against Young. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, I love the rapid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Bogdanovic dishes to Young. And Collins now top the key. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bogdanovic. Again, the Hawks score.
Timeout. Polished offensive player. Bogdanovic has a nice-looking mid-range shot, and it just continues to get better.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
He's been a thorn in their side all game. They'll probably use this timeout to change up their D. The system they're in now, it just isn't getting it done.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Brooks against Bogdanovic. Brooks outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Brooks. The Hawks leading by 7. Young passes to Hunter. Outside Collins. Pass to Bogdanovic. Bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovic has got 20 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Here's Brooks. Rebounded by the Hawks. Hunter's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the first one drops. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And so Collins nails both of them. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Brooks with it. Kicks to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Winslow. Over Hunter. Winslow's shot is off.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Outside Collins. Pass to Hunter. And here's Collins. Guarded by Morant. Puts it up from 15. And that one hits back iron.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
He feeds it to Clark. Another shot, and the layup is good.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Young dishes to Capella. Young against Morant. Young drives in, and Valanciunas pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Bobbed up there for Clark. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. To the paint. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Unloads. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins is Atlanta leading by 10. Here's Bogdanovic. Kicks it out to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Brooks against Bogdanovic.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man. Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Brooks against Bogdanovic. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovic. Nice D from Brooks. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Valanciunas passes to Morant.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's dropped.
To the wing on the left. 1:14 left in the game. Young outside. Another three for Atlanta.
Timeout. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Clint Capella.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there, I agree. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Atlanta also making some changes here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins. Tony Snell comes in for Bogdanovic. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Young. 16 feet away. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Gutterich. None of the miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Now, here's Hunter. Hazonia defending. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now the pass to Capella. Here's Snell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, I like the aggressive approach from Snell. I mean, he plays assertive against the defense and creates an opportunity at the line.
The first free throw is good.
Well, what more can you say about Tony Snell? I mean, he's rangy. I mean, he can shoot. And you never really can question his effort level.
And so Snell nails both of them. Here's Melton. Dunn covering to stop the run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. And here is Dunn. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Trey, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position, so what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and good in team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts, is off the court, because that translates on.
Yeah, you guys look like a tight-knit group right now, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.